This is a second stimulus check and stimulus package update for Wednesday with big news about the PPP loan. Changes to the Paycheck Protection Program are heading to the White House. And will he sign the bill or will he not? Big surprises. Thanks for tuning in. This is LALATE. As always, like and subscribe to this channel and drop your comments below, and we may feature them in tomorrow's recording. And please hit that bell on the front of this channel so you get alerts when a new second stimulus check video goes live. And we'll be answering shortly all 45, wow, of your second stimulus check and second stimulus package questions from yesterday. Hopefully Mitch McConnell's helicopter does not fly over today's recording like yesterday. But first, let's get to the news, and this is really quite surprising. You know, I could have led with just a PPP video as always, but I embedded this in a second stimulus check and stimulus package update because that's what it is. Big news. The new changes to the PPP loan program have passed the Senate. So they've been now approved by Congress. It goes to President Trump to sign and could be signed overnight. What does this mean and how does it impact you? So if you have a PPP loan, or if you're still being considered for a PPP loan, which is just, you know, that hot mess of a loan, which we absolutely despise, but we're still giving you the update. They are now proposing, there's now a change to it. The change is the following. Under the proposal, small businesses would have to spend 60% of their loan money on payroll instead of the previous 75%. Good news. They could use the funds, the second change is they could use the funds for 6 months, a change of from 2 months. As you know, the loan forgiveness period, the period to apply for forgiveness is just a few days away. And we've been calling this, you know, ridiculous since day one because stay-at-home orders were not going to be lifted in time for people to get people back to work. But the legislation would make several changes and allow the packages to be submitted, you know, 6 months. And use the funds in a totally different way. So if you are a PPP a recipient of loan money or still considering being applying, good news for you. We still hate the loan, but you know, I have to say it like it is, and I just despise the loan. Now, if you haven't, click the link above to watch our video today about the new secret SBA loan, which, boy, the first 35 minutes, the algorithm went bonkers for, and you were watching in just enormous numbers, so thank you. A lot of you, I guess, are interested in it. I thought it was very interesting, this new secret SBA loan. See how I tie everything in with a little plug here and there. I mean, that's what I got to do. I got to cross-reference everything. So let's get to some of the comments. Lower Alvarado, McConnell needs to get out of that house that we, the people, are paying for him. Very well. Shane Vicanar, Mitch knows he needs to go out before he screws us as long as he can. Tim Rice, the Senate announced today that they will not address the issue for weeks. Really, Tim? That is just insane. Happy they get it paid. Remember the fellow citizens. Vote every person in Congress out of office. Every one. They gave us a crappy check of $1,200, and now they probably won't extend unemployment. None of them care about you. None. You know, I don't know if Tim is right. I guess he is right. If that's true, that's horrible, and I'll tell you why that's horrible. I mean, here comes bad news. I hate giving you bad news all the time, but here we go. PUA benefits, that's $600 per week from the federal government, and also on top of the UI benefits. It expires in mid-July. So what you're seeing now is that they're not working on that. It's going to expire. The next thing to expire is the student loan repayment, which principal and interest were not due during the pandemic. That expires in July as well. I mean, a lot of things are going to expire in the CARES Act because there's nothing ready to go. Horrible. Makeup MOVA. It's amazing that they're so disconnected from the American people. How on earth are they still not doing anything about getting people money in people's hands immediately? People are upset, unemployed, discriminated against, and they feel this country simply doesn't care. The Congress needs to stop getting paid. I cannot believe this is terrible. It really is terrible. And in full disclosure, when I laugh about Mitch, I'm trying to keep it positive, but it is totally disgusting. It is deplorable. What's so deplorable about this is that there are politicians out there, and I'm not going to say who they are, but you know who I'm referring to, that are posing for photo ops of taking off graffiti here in Los Angeles, flying down from Sacramento, when people still haven't gotten their full unemployment benefits yet. They still haven't gotten their retroactive benefits. There are viewers of this channel who are in Kentucky who have never gotten a single benefit for PUA because Kentucky's system is down. There are people in Ohio and Illinois, and here comes my Ohio and Illinois, where there's been security breaches and they've not seen a penny. There are people in Florida and Texas, Florida, where they're told to apply 3 times for PUA. You know, what is going on with this country with elected officials who are paid a ransom sum of money and seem to do much of nothing? I mean, this is June. This is not vacation month. This is June. Where are they and what are they doing? I don't want to hear they're scared of the riots. Are they working? They lifted the stay-at-home orders. Are they working? No, they're not working for you. They're not working for the American public. $1,200 is like nothing. And it's just horrible. Shannon Desiree, who teases me about the plane and I tease her about the helicopter, says, haven't seen anything for a while, but the look on your face and the glare from that camera was priceless. Yes. I mean, that helicopter yesterday was Mitch's helicopter, was very close above me. And that's all that I have to say. Sue Massey, they're completely out of touch with the reality of what people are going through. They need to extend unemployment, the additional benefits. It should be their priority over everything. Absolutely, it really should. Ariana, Florida, was receiving UI for $125 a month. You mean $125 a week? But since $519, no $600, but still getting $125. Do you know why? This is sort of dropped in the stimulus check questions, but no, I don't know why. I do know that $600 sometimes comes separately as a separate payment. So one comes in the mail, and one comes by direct deposit, one comes from the ED card. They sometimes come in different ways. I would stay with it, though. Street Wraps Western Gifts. I love that. Ideal question. I received my $1,000 grant on May 1st. Today I received a loan offer. I don't want to take on debt, not knowing how the future unfolds. Is there anything I can do to get the rest of the $10,000 grant? No. Any suggestion? Yes. Contact your senator. Lonnie Adams, this man don't know the Democrats passed the bill and wrote it now. We need rep senators and Trump to pass 6-3. Okay, Chris, we're going to see at least one more check in the enhancement of unemployment. They're not going to cut 41 million people off 4 months before an election. Besides, what will the economy do? It would be political suicide. They're just waiting to do this close to the election. It's completely strategic. The closer to the election, the more people will remember and vote for them. They hope. Both Trump and McConnell are up for re-election, but they're waiting too long. It could be disastrous. I mean, Chris has an interesting point. I talked about this, I think almost every day this week. I think that they hold your second stimulus check in the air and say, here we go, vote for me, here's your check, and use that as hold it all the way to September. I think it's going to be political suicide as well. I don't think Americans are that stupid. No, everyone knows when your second stimulus check was supposed to come. It was supposed to come, in May. This is June. So you're going to give it to them in September? I remember someone in the comments yesterday had a big, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. When I said August, I said at this point, if you got a second stimulus check bill passed today, it would not get to you the check until August. And the viewer was just horrified. But that's the situation. So, with Congress not even working on it, are we talking about September now? So, I mean, in a way, he's right, but it is political suicide. And it's like nothing. It's $1,200. Mike Long, thank you for the update. Oh, you're welcome, Mike. Robert Henson, my Georgia PUA is good through 12/20, not the FPUC 600, just the basic PUA. Robert, thank you for the support of this channel. Wow. 3 of you supported this channel today, including Robert and Samantha, and another viewer. And boy, thank you so much. Robert, remember that for PUA, actually for all viewers, for PUA, which I really want you to watch the PUA videos. I mean, Most of the viewers of this channel are small business owners. Please watch the PUA because you might qualify for PUA. If you have not applied for PUA, you need to at least consider it. Robert, you need to certify for benefits every week because the way that the PUA and UI works in every state is they all say your claim is approved from now to 12/30/31/20. So just because you're approved doesn't mean you're going to get a check every week. You have to go in and certify for benefits every week. But I'm glad you're approved, Robert. Leanne, hey, LALATE, it's LA. Hey, LA, it's LA. It's our governor to contact the FPOC not getting paid $600 a week or retroactive. I need to take action now. I forgot what state you're in, Leanne. Drop in the comments. There are so many viewers in this channel who are not getting paid PUA, and there's some that have gotten all their PUA. It's just some of these states are a debacle, and some of them are so good. California, which is often so bad at stuff, is so good at PUA and unemployment assistance. New York, sometimes is a mess, is very good at it. But some states where you think they could get this right, like Texas, has not been good, and it's just very disconcerting. Michael Buckley, let's hope demonstrations don't show up at Mitch's house protesting. Michael Brearley, direct payments to individuals from the government is over. It's about businesses, states, and interest groups now. Betrus Zelowaski, yes, let's have some of that. Just pass the bill and send the money over to the countries and forget about us. What? Sean Lazarus, I heard that they could extend the boost of PUA of $600 to make it $250 to $300 instead of, but who knows, I'll give even a dollar. Mitch is a coward. Annette Jackson, have you heard of slingshot and a stone? I'm sorry, I'm bad. Wow. Laura Alvarado, coming November, we the American people need not to vote Republican. True, but they're very bad on both sides. I mean, even the local politicians is awful. Pat Tyson, I truly believe Mitch is living in that bunker with his millions not facing reality. Robert Henson, FYI, Trump accepts no pay for what he does, and also if the Secret Service forced him into that bunker, my sister works with him. Robert says the Secret Service pushed Trump into a bunker. I would believe that. I have no problem with the bunker. I mean, there's some things that people play up and some things people play down. I have no problem with the bunker. I don't have much of a problem with him saying I'm going to use force to create a civil environment. I don't have problems with that. I have problems with everything else, like, telling people to pour bleach down their face. And, oh, by the way, did you see that one thing that he was taking? I forgot what it was called, hydrocortisone or whatever it was. It just came out that does nothing. So he was taking something that does nothing. I mean, he can take Sudafed as long as I care. I really don't care. And now Mitch needs to take something. We all know that. At least I need a drink to deal with Mitch, at least. Cressy, we need to extend the $600 a week at very least. I agree, Cressy. If they don't do that, there's going to be an avalanche of evictions like we've never seen, worse than the Depression. I really do think. You lock people up in their homes. Here comes a rant. You lock people up in their homes for 3 months, telling them they can't go out. Then you say you're going to take care of them. You don't take care of them. Then businesses are burnt down and looted. Okay, so what are you doing for American public? Nothing. You're trying to do ponies and rainbows to get elected in your next commercial. Ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna work. Too many things have gone bad in this country, and you're doing nothing to do things good. James Brown, do you remember all this? Let's make America great again, and half the country believed him. Look how great America is now. Good job, Donald. Johnny Finley, a lot of us were doing quite well before all this hit, and no one gives a crap about the fact that we're running out of options, and they refuse to do anything other than see what they can manipulate stuff more into their numbers. Very well said. He who rules, more IRS BS. Annette Jackson, Rich sounds different when you say it. Yeah, there's a whole discussion of whether I say Mitch or Rich or bitch. I mean, I think the words sound very different. Johnny Finley, my congressman and senator have refused to answer any email about the EIDL debacle. You cannot file for PUA and UA are a waste of time and cannot get a reply from our representatives. Johnny, drop in your comments in the PUA video. I want to know what's happening with you. I don't know what state you're in. I want to help you. Cruz Juan, thank you for keeping us updated on the giggles. Well, thank you, Cruz. Samuel Lombardo, wow, maybe Mitch was checking up on you. He was. If you didn't watch yesterday's video, Mitch sent a helicopter, a Black Hawk above me. So if you didn't, I'll drop in the links above. I mean, it's a great video. Annette Jackson, the scary part is I heard a lot of people talking about another civil war. That scares the hell out of me. Let me just say it this way. This morning at 8:30 in the morning, which even in LA, that's early. I mean, people in LA get up early. The supermarkets had lines down the street. The banks had lines down the street. It literally looked like people hoarding up for their last breath. I have never seen an element of panic so much in my entire life. People are swarming businesses the moment they open here in Los Angeles to get what they need, and the lines are down the street. And when you go in there, they are consuming and buying stuff. Now, that's good for the business, but they're buying and consuming stuff like it's like something very bad is coming. So, boy, I had to end with something sad. I wish I had some. Well, if you have the itch about Mitch, or if you have the itch or bitch about Mitch, or something lighthearted, drop in the comments below, and maybe we'll be a little bit more lighthearted tomorrow. And this is LALATE, as always, Stiff. LALATE for more.